Hi guys, it's Blackie and welcome back to the channel. Okay, today I'm answering a couple of questions. In a recent video I talked about using the mesh type of sniper veil / Shemagh as a way to cool off. And I had Miss Patricia and I had a pretty good little correspondence back and forth, her talking and asking questions about it, and asked could I go a little more in depth into different shamogs and stuff like that. And so that's what this is going to be. Now what I'm talking about for that is, as you can see right through it, it's about like maybe a 1/4 inch grid pattern, and this is 100% cotton. And so therefore, once this gets wet, it is very airy. It dries, okay? So at the very basis, soaking this in a little creek water and then draping it around your neck and tucking the tabs back into the back behind your neck and down in the shirt, yes, it will wet your shirt, but you're already so hot, you're already probably wet with sweat anyway. And this causes evaporative cooling. So as you're walking or moving, the air passing over, it's cooling the neck because of the carotid arteries. If you're cooling the neck, you're cooling the air going in and out of your throat because it's cooling this sensation, and you're cooling the blood going to your brain. I said also that whenever it's extremely hot and you've reached the point you've gone too far and you need to drop your core temperature, taking this and draping it over your head while it's wet and breathing, air will pass through those holes. And there's a complicated physics lesson that I'm going to spare you, but in essence it cools the air. This is how early what we would call air conditioning worked. It was a mesh or something they passed water through, and then air was forced through, and it would greatly drop the temperature of the air because heat would be exchanged. Okay, it's more correctly to say it's a heat exchanger than a true air conditioner, which is actually a refrigeration unit. But these do work really well for that. Also, these being mesh, you can carry a couple little small carabiners and pull this out and quick click click and tie to a tree and make a small gear hammock out of this. I've used that many times in inclement weather up under a tarp or something, just to rig it up as a gear hammock, you know, on my ridge line to put small things on. Now along that line, let's also discuss how about a great big bandana. Now this is like, that big. It's just a big triangular piece of fairly thick material. This will work as something to get wet, to utilize as a cooling ray, etc. Neck scarves have been used for hundreds of years, and they have a great deal of uses. And the Boy Scouts used to stress these quite a bit, and this is just a tube of leather. It was given to me by the Fuel the Fires guys. And you can use it as a bandage, you can use it as a rag, you can use it as a hot pad to pull pots out of the fire, etc. So a big triangular one like this is very handy around as well. The mesh is better for cooling and to sling up for a gear hammock, but this works really, really well for just a rag in camp. This does not work, the mesh doesn't work as well as a hot hand or something to get out of the fire, because those air holes you can still push through and touch metal. So solid rag is preferred. Also, these shamogs, you get these at a lot of the different vendors are selling just these large shamogs. They're a thin material, and a lot of the guys out of the desert warfare got a lot of experience with them. They're like 3 foot square of material. These work as well as a little cover or something. I've talked about recently of having something just to throw over my arms when I'm laying in a hammock at night, because I don't really need a sleeping bag or nothing. Just something to cover up the upper body to help keep your upper core more regulated is all I would need. I have used this for that several times, as well as taking it and folding it in half like this and tie a knot here, tie a knot there, and then use the center part like a pocket. to be able to wrap it around your waist and use it as a gatherer, so I could gather resources and put into this to carry back to camp. That's one way to do it. Now, not long ago video, I showed using this to do that very thing of rolling up your gear in it and tying it around your waist. Incredibly useful piece of gear. And it's one of those things that, oh, it's just a rag. You'd be amazed how, simple is quite often very useful. And you'll find 12 uses for this thing around camp. Other than just a hot hand, that neck pillow to put up under your neck when you're in a hammock, the thing to drape over you, just 1,001 uses. Now, my friend at Bomb-Proof Bushcrafting, they make these type, which are even a little bit bigger than that. I think they're a little over 3 foot square, but it's a solid material. And there's a lot of videos out there of tips and tricks with a shemagh. So when you hear the term shemagh, just think a solid piece of material. If it's a sniper veil, then it's got all the holes in it. Each one has advantage. That one, it's easy to go click, click with a couple of carabiners, and I can put it up as a gear hammock right quick. I can make this into one, but I got to tie knots, see? And so it's just what you're going to use. How big? That was another question that Miss Patricia brought up, was how big. 3 foot square is really a good size. It's big enough that you can spread it out and have a clean area to do some work on, especially when you're trying to prepare a meal or something. You can open this up like an old picnic cover and be able to use it. It's also big enough that I can use it basically to take a bath with, or I can dry with, or etc. It's large enough, but not too large, see? And it rolls down small enough and compact that it fits into a haversack or whatever with very little trouble. So, to reiterate Miss Patricia's question, if you were going to have one, which would it be? Well, to be honest, where I'm at, and I've talked about this many times, in the deep south and in the tropical heat, the mesh is a better choice for me down here because of its ability of cooling. I need it more, but at the same time, like that neck one I showed you that was that triangle, that's what I wear around my neck if I wasn't wearing that, see. So I've got other rags for hot hands and stuff like that, pulling pots out of the fire. The mesh is a better choice for me for what I'm going to be doing. On the other hand, in the dead of winter, I carry the solid ones. That's where you see I have a collection of them. I'll carry the solid one more because it has more uses to me in the winter time when it's not trying to be cooling, but I'm trying to block wind or something. That's when it's a better choice for me. Because quite often, even in the dead of winter, whenever we're out there winter camping, I'm going to cover my head. I normally have a toboggan or something. And I'm going to pull that toboggan down like this, where it goes right across here. I'm going to pull up there, and the only thing you're going to see is my nose, old bunny nose sticking out. That's all it is. But I can take that shemagh, I've done it several times, just sitting around the fire, solid shemagh, and drape it over my head and put my head back on, my hat back on, to trap that, keep that cold wind from blowing around the back of your neck and keeping your ears cold. It'll kind of act like a windbreak, see, and trap body heat rising so my neck feels warmer, just like that shemagh cools. I want the shemagh to warm my neck now to help keep my blood warm. So each one has a use, each one has an advantage, and I recommend you have one of each. Find what you like and go with it. Experiment. The number one thing I want you to get from me, from all my videos, is you do you. Your own experience, your own environment, what you need. Say, hey, well, what Dave is doing over here, or Sean Kelly is doing over here, or Corporal's Corner is doing over here, or the gray-bearded green beret over here, or Blackie's doing over here. Each one of us are doing us in our environments. And you can learn from everybody and pull out those little threads that'll really work for you. With a little bit of experience, they work best for you. So don't go a blanket, well, such and such said and such and such said. It's you. So So find the gear that works with you. I recommend this for the summertime and one of these for the wintertime, or when conditions dictate. They're small enough and light enough you could carry both of them. Either way. I hope this answered your question, Patricia. And thank you so much for the conversation the other day. Everybody else, thank you so much for all your support, and I really do appreciate it. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.